Alright, what's up YouTube? So, I got a good one today. We're getting to the root of the problem here. So I titled this one, Semen Retention, It All Comes Down to Porn. So this is the base level and the root of the problem of why you're even watching this video. It's the base level and the root of why I'm even posting this video and why I'm talking about it, right? So the average age for pornography exposure is 11 years old now. It was 13 for a while. Of course, younger kids are getting access to the internet, and this is what we've got. We didn't, if you're young like me, I'm 29, you didn't grow up with a centerfold photo that you had to rip out of a magazine and hide under your bed. You had your cell phone with access to endless pornography. That's the problem, right? So when you watch porn, it creates extremely deep impressions into your mind. Images that you can't get out, and it'll damn near put you in a trance after you watch it. After you see naked women, it's your mind kind of, whether you want it to or not, it'll just kind of go over to that constantly until you can get it out of your mind, which takes time, right? So that's the problem, is when you're in that state where your mind is constantly going over to it, it's harder for you to get out of it. You're constantly reminded and you're constantly stimulated and wanting to go back to it because it's just such easy access, right? I guarantee that if it wasn't for porn, most of us wouldn't even have a problem. This is a modern problem, actually. So our fathers didn't have this problem, our grandfathers. If you've got siblings that are significantly older than you, like I do, it wasn't a problem. It's a problem for our generation. And so it's something that we have to, like I'm doing now, we have to sit around, talk about solutions, and try to figure out what's going on, right? So the problem with sex or masturbation is overindulgence. If you do too much of it, then it becomes a problem. In moderation, no big deal. The problem with porn is exposure. I don't think there's any real moderation in porn that would benefit you. That's my personal opinion. I think that any consumption of porn is not good for you. And the reason why is porn is free. So if it's free, you're paying with your soul. It's really not free. You're paying with your mind, you're paying with your time, you're paying with your energy, and you're paying with your soul. And these are important things that, one thing is, once you lose your mind, you don't get it back. When you lose your time, you don't get it back. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. You have this limited amount of energy that needs to be used properly. Your attention, once it's gone, it's gone. So porn is the most readily available, easy to access, and addictive drug we can attain. How is it the most addictive, right? People are gonna say, what about heroin? What about fentanyl? What about methamphetamines? Everybody's gonna say stuff like that. Yeah, okay, cool. Those are hard drugs. That's not really the common person's problem. Porn is more of a problem as a drug than these hard drugs are, right? We've got more of an epidemic amongst young people consuming porn than doing these drugs. So let's just leave them out of the conversation and talk about what's real and in front of us right here, which is porn. So it's extremely addictive because not only does it hit your brain chemicals in a way that is extremely powerful. I've heard it compared to cocaine. I've heard it compared to heroin. And it is kind of like an opiate. It satisfies you, satiates you, and settles you down. So I'm sure that the way it acts in your brain is similar to hard drugs like these. But the problem is it's so easy to access. Imagine someone trying to quit smoking cigarettes, but they've got a pack of cigarettes in their pocket every single day. That's what it's like trying to quit porn. This is, again, by design. This is to satiate you. It's here to satisfy you. It's here to make you docile, and it's here to make you effeminate. All of this stuff is true. It's not a conspiracy. It's there on purpose. If I, as a person, can get you addicted to something that you don't think about anything else, you don't move, you don't care about nothing else, and you still just do your work, you go to your job and do everything that you should do, you pay your taxes and stuff, and you consume this stuff, you are now a person who sits down and shuts the fuck up, which is what I like. Don't be a thorn in my side. Don't be a problem. Just watch your porn. Ignore your problems. Watch your porn. Right? There's people that think this at high levels. This is how they're operating, and it's gotten a lot of us. So not only is it attacking your brain chemistry, but it's also attacking your base level primal urge, which is for reproduction. So there's a biological component to it. That's why I say it's the worst. That biological urge is being hacked and taken advantage of. You want to reproduce. You want to reproduce as much as you can, and you want to reproduce with as many different women as you can. This has been hijacked. This base level human biological urge, this is reptilian inner brain stuff. This is deep, deep stuff within you, written in your DNA and your biology, that has been hacked through the cell phone. And if you don't learn how to control it, someone else is going to control it for you, which is why you're watching this video. Also, we as men are stimulated by what we see. This is why nobody can argue with me on this. Women are, if we had a scale of beauty from 1 to 10 for women, it would be like 1 to 8 for men, or 1 to 9 for men. Men are just never gonna be as beautiful as women are. God made the world that way. Men are stimulated by what they see naturally, so he made women very beautiful to stimulate us, and that's being taken advantage of and hijacked when you're watching porn, right? This is the problem that we have, right? It's really not masturbation. It's really not sex. Most of y'all are not getting laid as much as you want or you could. That's probably why when you type in semen retention, all the videos are about female attraction, because you dudes are still trying to get laid because you ain't got enough. Personally, I've had enough. So that's not really your problem. You're not really a sex addict. You don't sit around and jerk off all day. You watch porn. You watch porn when you jerk off. You don't jerk off without porn. Porn is the problem. Porn is the reason you're not getting laid, right? So how do you stop it? The best way to win any type of battle that is insurmountable odds stacked against you is to call on a higher power. Whatever you think that is, I don't care. Call on a higher power. You've got the story of David and Goliath. It's a simple one that everyone knows and can understand. You are David and you are fighting Goliath. This is a big system. Billions and billions of dollars pour into this system every year, and you're being wrecked by it. So you have to call on a higher power. Do you think the person that's trying to quit cigarettes but has cigarettes in their pocket is not going to call on a higher power to quit cigarettes? Crazy if you think that. So that's the first thing you want to do, right? Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Humans have done this for ages. Do the same thing. Just follow them, right? So that's step one. Next, you need to desexualize your phone. So any accounts that you follow that are softcore porn on any type of social media app, you need to unfollow those accounts. Delete them. Get rid of them. If you follow girls that you know in real life and they're posting bikini photos and thirst traps all the time, you need to unfollow them too. This is all stuff that I did in the beginning to help myself when I opened my phone, to not open up Instagram or Facebook or anything like that and see half naked women. And then next thing I know, I'm watching porn. I'm seeing full naked women, right? So desexualize your phone. If the girl is not right in front of you where you can reach out and touch her, where you can speak and she'll respond, you really shouldn't be looking at her. There's not really a reason to do that. Notice when you're on your phone out of boredom. That's a big one. You're just doing it because you're bored. If you are sitting on your phone because you're bored and you're just scrolling, you're walking towards your death. You're walking towards it. Get off your phone. Just be aware and notice. Next thing you need to do is create a routine. Things that you do every day that will put you in a good mood and make you feel good. You need structure and routine in your life because you're taking something that is part of your routine and you're moving it out of your life. You need to replace it with something. If you just leave the space empty, it's just going to come right back in because it's the easiest way to fill it back in. So when you make the commitment to that higher power that you're not going to do it and you remove porn from your life, you need to fill it with other habits. These have to be positive habits, right? So some of the things you can do for these positive habits are meditation. That's the top one that I recommend. Exercise, another big one that I recommend. Healthy eating is another big one. Those are the top 3 that I recommend that you can do every single day. But you can also journal. You can practice gratitude. I recommend journaling about gratitude. That helps a lot. Cold showers, yoga, breath work, all this stuff. These are all tools in your toolbox. Find what works for you. So you also need to understand, as you start doing this, you're gonna have low points. Your brain has been stimulated so much by porn that you're not gonna feel good. You're just not gonna feel good. You're gonna have bad days, you're gonna have low points, you're gonna have old emotional things that you thought you were over come back up. Understand that you are gonna have these low points and know that when you're in those low points, that's when you're gonna wanna go back so you can escape the negative feelings. Just be aware of that. This is why I recommend meditation. Most of you are not aware of what made you relapse. Most of you do not look back after a relapse and say, what made me relapse? And you won't admit the truth. This is why, again, meditation is number 1 for me, because you can start to see things. It increases your awareness. You can start to see when you're on your phone and you're bored and you're horny and you know, I need to get off of my phone. This is gonna lead to a place that I don't want to go, right? So when you do feel bad, again, comes down to awareness. When you are feeling really bad and you're in the middle of that bad mood, understand this is your brain repairing itself. This is actually a good thing that you feel bad. You need to feel this. Your brain is fixing itself. It's at a low point. Just get through the day, go to sleep, and you'll feel better. That's all you need to do. Just understand that it is coming. The dark night of the soul is coming. Do not run from it. Sit with it. Be okay with it. So focus on women in real life. Find a girl that you like and pursue her. Lord have mercy. Go to the gym. Find a good looking girl. Pursue her. Go to work. Go to the grocery store. Whatever. Go to church. Pursue a real woman in real life. Focus your energy on that. Replace the e-girls with real girls. It's much more rewarding and you become a much better man. So focus on positivity and staying in a good mood as much as you can. Again, you will not be there forever, but do the best that you can. When you do hit the bad mood, remind yourself of your commitment to the higher power and your commitment to yourself. Remind yourself of that and stay strong. So finally, get outside, get some sunshine, put your feet in the grass, and stop being a dirty wanker. I've talked about what the problem is, what the root problem is in this video. So you know what the issue is now. Now Now that you can see the issue, I'm gonna teach you how to walk. Thank you for being here. Go ahead and give me a subscribe if you like the video. Thumbs up if you double like the video, and comment anything you have down below. I've been reading everyone's comments, and I got more stuff coming based off of what y'all have been commenting. This is kind of a series that I'm gonna go on here, walking y'all through the path so you can know what's going on. I already did the 30 to 40 days. I'm gonna do a 30 to 60 day one. All right, fellas, thanks for being here.